Alright, we're gonna do this vlog with no sleep right now because I am so incredibly tired and I still feel pumped up with energy, but we're gonna do this!
CTKaraoke, the gaming channel.
Welcome YouTubers, it is vlogging day and today we're gonna talk about the Adventures in Babysitting movie, the DCOM 100th DCOM that aired this past Friday, which is a remake to the 1987 original movie. I know I'm gonna get some complaints about the fact that I never saw the original prior to the remake, so I decided to watch the original the day after the remake. And it's very easy to see why Disney Channel had to make a lot of changes. Where to start? Well, let's see. The original movie started with a different plot point. It actually had a character shout the F-bomb. There was a gang member that threw a knife at one of the kids in his shoe. There were gang members, prostitutes, and the fact that one of the kids actually says Thor is a homo, which you know if this were any other day and age now, this would not be acceptable. But of course this is the 80s and you can tell it's definitely from the 80s. It looks the parts, everyone's wearing the clothes, and everything pretty much spells it out. There were some changes with the scenes, like the performance scene where they go into the bar. That was obviously changed for this movie, so it's modern now. So instead of like a classic rock and roll themed, it's now like dancing themed. And the basic plot point has changed. So instead of the babysitter not getting to be on a date with her boyfriend and then having to go babysit, they changed it so that way there's two people competing for an art scholarship, and they both, hijinks, happen to drop their phones and grab the other's phone while trying to top each other on who's better. One is the perfect art student who wants to get into the best college. The other one doesn't have the best grades, so she uses photos to do it. The other girl tries to use the smart girl's number and tries to get a babysitting job, and she knows it'll pay a lot of money, so she does it anyway. Now, the smart girl was pretty stupid this movie because there were two plot holes she could have easily prevented had she used her brain. In fact, all of the characters could have used their brain if they actually thought about it for once this whole movie. The smart girl never bothers to, I don't know, maybe call her own phone, you know, maybe to ask where the phone could be or where this girl's going. Or better yet, phone tracking. We're in 2016. If you lose your phone, just go and track it online. You'll see it right there. So why couldn't she just have done these two options? For this being the bright, smart girl who wants to get into college, she's not very bright. And then it gets worse. As the plot progresses and they find out that the kids are missing, that one of them went in jail and one of them got a tattoo and something went crazy, they decided to rush home. But at one instance, they decide to stop and look and they see a girl with green hair, which is their daughter. But she dyed her hair green. Not one of the parents decides to think, maybe I should walk up and check if that's my kid. He immediately says, no, that's not my daughter. She doesn't have green hair. Really? Really? And then just as the plot continues, these kids somehow make it all across the city with no car, no money, nothing to hold for themselves, and they somehow make it to every destination on time. And of course, during the way, we need something to prevent these characters from actually getting things done. So we have two villains that they go up to find one of the missing kids, and one of them has a machete, which clearly these kids are still not smart enough to think, hey, maybe I shouldn't deal with him. This part they changed from the original because a lot of the undercover stuff they were doing was found in a Playboy magazine, and then they changed it this time to a camera SD card. And of course, at the end of the movie, they somehow managed to clean up the entire house they had left with the laundry running and the dishes and everything. They cleaned it up in a very short amount of time, just in time for the girl to kick off her shoes, lay on the couch as the parents come in. And then they become best friends, and these two girls become best friends in the end. Because this is a life lesson. Yeah, as you can see, I was questioning this movie a lot, but I did enjoy it for what it is. I really liked that it was the 100th DCOM. I'm glad they did that one specifically, and I'm glad I actually got to see the original too, which was a little bit more realistic in terms of some of the things that were going on versus the Disney Channel remake. But I think both were pretty good recommendations. That's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and support me on Patreon, and I will see you guys Thursday with our stream and Friday with our rhythm game video. I am running on no sleep and I am almost out of cookies. Please help me.